Welcome everyone, this is Chris again with Virtual Firearms Association, and today I'm going to be going over just transportation procedures and also preparation just when it comes to getting yourself ready and prepared to go to the range and actually make it back home. Also, what we have available is also our free basic marksmanship pistol class. That's going to be available down in the comments and also in the description. Go ahead and take advantage of that. It basically, if you're looking to get into firearms but not sure as far as just where to start, that's a free online class that you can just go ahead and get it set up at your own leisure to get yourself prepared and ready to actually take live fire and actually go into the range. Also, we have available free targets that you can utilize. Go ahead and print them out. Hang them up. Hey, that's for free as well. Can't beat that. Free sounds good. That's why you can use that money for the range, or you can use that money for other things other than buying paper that you're just going to put holes in. Enough about that. Let's go ahead and get it started. First things you need to focus on is making sure that you are as comfortable as possible. Make sure that you actually have attire for the range. Like, try not to wear shorts, flip-flops, even though I've seen it all. But this is just my recommendation, especially if you're new going to the range. I just want to make sure that you have a safe and a good experience as possible. So maybe something like this, little collar shirt and so forth. And also, I always make sure that I wear a hat. And another thing that I recommend, just from the brass or any of the impact of these rounds, which is what you see here, the way that these things actually fire off, oftentimes when they do go off, they are super hot, and you don't want any of this stuff to turn around and fall and go back down your shirt because it is super hot. You'll find yourself doing a crazy kind of dance trying to get this stuff out of your shirt. These things are hot, but I have a method that can actually prevent these things from actually being able to enter inside your shirt while you are delivering those rounds down range. Get yourself one of those compression shirts, something like this. Oftentimes I wear something like this underneath because it's close up against your skin, and that way nothing can actually go down your shirt. So if you have one of these available, go ahead and wear it. If not, I mean, the chances of it happening, it can happen, but then again, rather be safe than sorry. I'll recommend you actually get one of these kind of compression shirts, something that's close up to your skin, just to secure your neck. Another thing that I recommend, if you have this available, I also want to keep this in mind that all ranges have these things readily accessible for you, but it is going to come pricey. And if you want to save a couple of those coins, because things tend to be a little bit expensive, I recommend you actually bring your own stuff if you actually have that option. So you want to make sure that you have eyes. What you see here is goggles, glasses, so forth. They work the same exact way, but these are oftentimes, they're called eyes. So if you hear anybody actually say the term eyes, this is what they're referring to. And ears. As you can see, ears, kind of self-explanatory. Earmuffs, these things cancel out any of that loud noise, any of that loud bang anytime you are delivering those rounds downrange as well. Make sure that those things are actually on each time that you are firing that gun down the range, but you're not going to worry about that because the range instructor is going to remind you anyway, even if you did forget any of that stuff as well. So just want to make sure comfortable clothing, make sure you have eye protection, ear protection, and also you want to make sure that you are covered up just when you are coming down and getting yourself prepared for the range, just like I said before. Also, don't forget about the hat, because those rounds and those brass falls back, oftentimes it can turn around and hit you in your forehead and so forth. So having a hat on protects you just a little bit. Nothing I'm saying is going to be 100% foolproof. This is just a way to try to be as safe as possible when you are going to the range. Up next, bringing your own ammunition will be beneficial. It'll definitely save you some money. As you can see here, whether you're using rifle rounds or whether you're using pistol rounds, I definitely recommend you bring your own stuff if you can, but if not, it'll be provided for you. Also, a case, which is what you see here. This case right here is big enough that I can actually fit a rifle in it and also some pistols and other things as well. So in here, and lift it up, take out this foam that's on top. Go ahead, grab my firearm, place that in there so it's nice and snug. Take this, pop that in there. Pistol, the magazine, and my rounds, and I'm good to go. This will be by itself. Obviously, this doesn't fit in there, but that's the way I'll do it. Lock it up, and you're ready to go. Now it's on to your car. Almost forgot. One of the things that I recommend is get yourself a range bag. As you can see here, everything that I talked about already is located right here in this small bag, and I know exactly where everything is anytime I need to go to the range. I got my ears here, my eyes in here. I have another set of ears actually inside. I have a staple gun located in the back part of the bag as well, in case I need to staple any of my targets, whether I'm working at an outdoor range or some indoor ranges requires you to have that as well. Also, I have a toolkit located right here, in which if I need to make any kind of adjustments to my firearm, I have it right there so I can go ahead and fix whatever goes wrong right then and there on the fly. So highly recommend it that you go ahead and get yourself a tool bag to keep everything just right there with you anytime that you go to the range. Another thing that's actually important that's not talked about is actually the transportation of your firearm. So just depending on what state you're actually in which they have permitless, they have some that conceal carry, some with HQL. Depends on the mode or the method of transportation that you need to have actually of your firearm. But like most, not all states, but like most, transportation of your firearm means that you actually need to have your firearm actually separated from you inside the vehicle, which means that it can't be readily accessible. So get yourself a case just like this. If you're transporting it in your trunk, make sure you have your firearm, the ammunition, and the magazine actually separate, meaning as far as the ammunition not actually being inside the magazine when you're transporting that firearm as well. So just make sure that each one of them is separate. I know some states it's a little bit different, but I've heard all kinds of just different things with it. The safest way to do it is just don't have the ammunition inside of the magazine when you're actually transporting it, and also not inside the firearm when you're transporting it as well. Store it in a case like you see here, and just go ahead and stash it away as you see there. Just as simple as that. To and from range, it's designed to actually go straight to the range and actually back home. Not stopping at the store, not stopping to do this, stopping to do that. That's just some of the rules just when it comes to firearms. So just keep that in mind. Again, depending on your state, it all varies. So definitely check up on your state laws to actually see what's the appropriate method to do it for the state that you're trying to do this in. Next, after you're done at the range and everything is clear and you've already cleared your firearm and everything is safe, you know, we can't show any kind of cleaning or any kind of manipulation of a firearm just on YouTube. Don't want to get blocked or canceled or anything like that. But make sure that your weapon is clear and safe. As you can see here, visually and manually inspect your firearm. Make sure it's clear, magazine's out, no bullets. Go ahead and store it away. And then go ahead and close your safe. All right. That's all I got. It's pretty simple. I know some people are like, duh, obvious, this is pretty simple. I don't understand why anyone would need a crash course on how to take their gun to the range. Believe me, there's somebody who doesn't know and needs to be paying attention. So that's for them. This may not be for you, but share it with somebody who is looking to actually get into firearms and actually new. The goal is to spread knowledge, spread education, and to be as safe as possible doing this sport. I know there's a lot of opinions that's out there just when it comes to firearms in general, but the least that we can do is just ensure that everybody is as safe as possible and having fun, because this also is a sport. But that's all I got. I'll talk to you, and I will see you next time. Peace.